What's up everyone, this is the Apple reseller here. Today I'm going to do a video on whether the iPhone SE is still worth it in 2018. I'm going to start off with the design of this phone. Now even though this phone has the same design as the iPhone 5 that came out in 2012, it's still a very good design with the aluminum back. It still feels very premium, and since this phone has square edges and also a small form factor, it's very easy to grip and you can use it with one hand. On the front, you have a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera, ear speaker, home button slash touch ID. On the left side, you have your mute switch, volume up and volume down. And on the back, you have your 12 megapixel camera and your True Tone flash. On the right side, you have a SIM card slot, and you still got that power button on the top. And on the bottom, you still have your headphone jack, which is very useful if you want to use normal earphones, a microphone, lightning connector, and your speaker. So overall, a very simple design. The iPhone SE does have the first generation Touch ID, which is not as fast as the second generation, but as you can see here, it's still pretty fast. The display on the iPhone SE is the same as the one in the iPhone 5, 5C, and 5S with a resolution of 1136 by 640. It has a pixel density of 326 pixel per inch. The display on the iPhone SE is not as nice as the display in newer iPhones or Android phones. However, the color is still pretty nice on the iPhone SE, and it's still an okay display for today. With a 4-inch display, the iPhone SE has a smaller display than most phones on the market today. Now there are pros and cons of this. The pro of this is that it's very easy to use with one hand, so you can use this iPhone with one hand unlike most other phones. However, the issue is since it's a smaller display, everything is smaller. That means texts are smaller, pictures are smaller, and I think the biggest issue with a smaller display is typing because the keyboard is very tiny, so you can make mistakes more easily. However, this display is still usable, so I would say the display is okay. What's great about the iPhone SE is the performance. The iPhone SE has an A9 chip with 2GB of RAM paired with a 4-inch display. That means the iPhone SE is still very fast, so you can launch apps and play games, and pretty much you're not going to notice a lot of slowdowns. And even running iOS 11, the iPhone SE is still a very fast phone, so performance on the iPhone SE is not an issue. The iPhone SE still has a great camera for today since it has a 12 megapixel camera that can shoot 4K video. It's basically the same camera from the iPhone 6s. You can also shoot slow motion video at 120 or 240 frames per second. It also has live photo as well as the True Tone flash. So overall, this is a great camera. What's not so great is the front facing camera. It's a 1.2 megapixel camera that shoots 720p video. This is where Apple cheaped out because they didn't include the 5 megapixel front facing camera from the iPhone 6s. Now this camera is okay if you want to take a quick selfie or just FaceTime. This is not a great camera, but it gets the job done. Overall, the iPhone SE is still worth it in 2018 despite its shortcoming, mainly because it still has great performance. Another great thing about the iPhone SE is the price. Even though Apple sells this phone for $350, you can get it for around $150 or even less if you buy it on a prepaid carrier. That's a great deal for the iPhone SE. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do enjoy my content, go ahead and subscribe to me. I will really appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time.